Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Money Pulsar. Sit with me for the next few minutes, because what I am about to tell you might be the most important financial conversation you'll have this year. Today's video is not about the stock market or ETFs or how to get rich overnight. It's about something much deeper. See, a few weeks ago, I read a message from someone who said, "I'm 31, no savings, in debt, and honestly, I feel like a failure." And I couldn't stop thinking about it. Because I know millions of people feel this exact same thing, but they never say it out loud. So today, if I had to start from zero in 2026 with absolutely nothing, here's exactly how I would rebuild my financial life, step by step. Let me tell you a real story, not from books, not from theory, but real life. There was a guy, let's call him Daniel, normal job, normal life, normal income. But one night, he opened his banking app and saw $43, 2 credit cards nearly maxed out, and rent due in 9 days. And he told me, "That's the moment I realized no one is coming to save me." That moment? Every adult faces it sooner or later. Maybe you already have. Maybe you're in that moment right now. That feeling of hitting rock bottom is the moment that breaks most people. They get overwhelmed, they freeze up, and they stay stuck. But that exact same moment is what forges the most successful people. It's the point where you decide never again. So the very first step isn't about getting a new job or a budget. The first step is purely mental. It's accepting that you and only you have the power to change your situation. You need to look in the mirror and say, okay, this is where I am. It's not where I'm going to stay. Once you've made that mental shift, we move to step 2, the brutal honesty audit. This is where you get every single number out of your head and onto paper. Every penny you owe, every bill you have, every subscription you forgot about. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be painful, but you can't fight an enemy you can't see. Lay it all out. Don't judge yourself, just document the facts. This isn't a list of your failures. It's the map of where you are starting from. This map is the foundation for everything we're about to build next. Now, with your numbers in front of you, the third step is to stop the bleeding immediately. This is survival mode. Go through your bank statements and cut everything that isn't essential for survival. I mean everything. That gym you haven't visited in months? Cut it. The 5 streaming services? Pick one or none for now. Daily coffee? Make it at home. This isn't forever, but for the next 30 to 90 days, your only financial goal is to stop going deeper into debt. Every dollar you save here is a tool you can use to start digging yourself out of the hole. We'll talk about how to use those tools in the next section, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Ever wondered what you'd do if you lost everything? I mean everything. Waking up with zero money, zero savings, zero investments. It's a terrifying thought, but I've asked myself this question a lot. So, here's exactly what I'd do in 2026 if I had to start completely from scratch. First, before I even thought about making a single dollar, I'd fix my mental foundation. This is the step most people skip, and it's why they fail. Their financial mindset is broken. They secretly don't believe they can build wealth. They tell themselves money is too complicated or that it's just too late for them. They blame the economy, their boss, their past anything but themselves. But here's the raw truth. The moment you stop blaming and take full responsibility for your financial future, your life changes. It's not about positive thinking. It's about ownership. You have to believe deep down that you are in control. That's the real starting line. Once my head is straight, my first practical goal would be to build a 30-day survival fund. That's it. Not 6 months, not a year. Just one simple month. Think of this as your financial oxygen mask. Without it, every unexpected car repair, medical bill, or job loss becomes a full-blown disaster that sends you spiraling backward. And you don't need a huge lump sum to start. The amount doesn't matter as much as the habit. Start by putting away just $20 a week, or 10 euros, or 500 rupees, or 50 Danish kroner, whatever you can manage. The act of starting is what builds momentum and creates a safety net, giving you the breathing room to think clearly instead of panicking. Next, with that small safety net in place, I'd pick one stable investment path. No crypto hype, no meme stocks. Absolutely no get-rich-quick nonsense. I would choose one simple, boring, reliable investment and contribute to it consistently, no matter how small the amount. I'm talking about broad market index fund ETFs, like an MSCI World ETF, a NASDAQ 100 ETF, or an S&P 500 ETF. Why these? Because they aren't about betting on one hero company to succeed. When you buy these, you're buying a tiny piece of the strongest, most innovative companies in the world. You're not gambling. You're investing in the long-term trend of human progress, which has historically always gone up. It's the slow, steady, and proven way to build real wealth. Finally, and this is the most important part, the part that everyone ignores but is where wealth truly begins, I'd focus 80% of my energy on building skills. Your income is directly tied to the value you provide, and skills are what create value. I'd commit to learning one new, high-value skill every 30 to 60 days. Things like mastering AI tools, learning copywriting, video editing, graphic design, or even coding basics. I'd also focus on timeless skills like financial literacy, clear communication, problem solving, and public speaking. Learning just one of these skills can literally double your income. 2 skills can completely change your career trajectory, and mastering 3? That can fundamentally change your entire life. Money doesn't just appear. You earn it by becoming more valuable. This is the ultimate engine of wealth creation. So that's the plan. Fix the mindset, build a small safety buffer, invest simply and consistently, and relentlessly build valuable skills. It's not sexy, it's not fast, but it's a blueprint that works. Hey, does this sound like you? You feel like you just can't save any money, no matter how hard you try. You feel stuck, like you're running on a treadmill and not getting anywhere. You want to get your finances in order, but you have no idea where to even start. Maybe you even feel a little embarrassed about your money situation, or like you're falling behind everyone else your age. If any of that hits home, I need you to listen closely. You are not broken. You're not bad with money. The real issue is that you were never given a system that works for you. See, we're taught all sorts of things in school, but for most of us, a practical guide to managing our finances wasn't one of them. And here is a secret. Managing money isn't really about being a genius or some Wall Street wizard. It's about being consistent. It's about building good habits, one day at a time. It's a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned. Now, let's talk about what most people get wrong when they think about building wealth. Everyone wants to jump straight to the exciting part, investing. They hear stories about stocks, crypto, and real estate, and they think that's the magic ticket. But here's the problem with that approach. Trying to invest without a solid foundation is like trying to build a skyscraper on a patch of sand. It's just not going to work. So what's the foundation? It's the stuff people often skip over. First, you have to look at your income. Is it stable? Can you increase it? Then you need to look at your habits. What are your daily spending patterns? What's your relationship with money like? Next up are your expenses. Do you know where every single dollar is going? Are there leaks in your financial bucket? And then there are the 2 most important and most overlooked parts, your mindset and your self-belief. Do you believe you're capable of building wealth? Do you have a positive outlook, or do you feel a sense of dread every time you think about your bank account? You see, investing is the roof of the skyscraper. It's important, but you can't build it first. You need to fix your income, your habits, your expenses, and your mindset first. You have to pour the concrete foundation of self-belief before you can start building upwards. When you focus on these core pillars, you're not just hoping for a lucky break. You're creating a durable, long-lasting structure for your financial future. You're building a system that can weather any storm. It's about taking a step back and building from the ground up the right way. It's less glamorous, sure, but it's the only way to build something that lasts. There's one truth I want you to take from this video. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are simply in chapter 1 of a story that's still being written. And in 2026, you get to choose how the next chapter begins. This isn't just about money. It's about reclaiming your power. It's about looking at your life, not as a series of missed opportunities, but as a foundation you've been building. Every mistake, every setback, every moment you felt lost, that was just research. That was you learning what doesn't work so you can finally discover what does. The biggest lie we tell ourselves is that our past defines our future. It doesn't. Your past is a reference point, not a life sentence. The person you were yesterday doesn't have to be the person you are tomorrow. This shift, this one final understanding, is that your story is still being written and you are holding the pen. So, what will you write? Will you write another chapter of doubt and fear? Or will you decide right now that the next chapter is about courage, action, and becoming the person you were always meant to be? The choice has always been yours. 2026 isn't a magic date. It's a deadline you set for yourself. It's the starting line for the rest of your life. Think about the one thing you can do today, right after this video ends, to start writing that new chapter. Not a giant leap, just one small step. Maybe it's opening a savings account. Maybe it's writing down your goals. Maybe it's just looking in the mirror and forgiving yourself for not starting sooner. Whatever it is, do it. Because your future self is waiting, and they are cheering you on. You are not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. This is your moment. Don't let it pass. Hey, thank you for staying till the end. It means you genuinely care about your future, and I respect that more than you know. If this video gave you hope, clarity, or even just a direction, do me a small favor, hit like, share this with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Money Pulsar so you never face this journey alone. Your financial journey doesn't start with money. It starts with you. Thank you for watching.